Hello, future engineers and subscribers. In this video, I'm going to discuss and explain in more details the problem on computing or expressing the moment of a force about a point, then the distance between the line of action of the force and that point, that moment center. And in the second part, we'll have to consider moment of a force about an axis, inclined axis, and in turn the distance between the line of action of that force which produces moment about an axis and the distance, perpendicular distance between that axis and the force, or simply in general the distance between two lines, where one line would be the line where the force is directed to, and the second one is the axis. And of course, when we uh, analyze that, the we have to compute for the component of the force that has moment about that inclined axis. So it is that component, specific orthogonal component times the uh, perpendicular distance between its orthogonal component and the axis. And I hope that through this video, your knowledge, your know-how in statics, especially in solving problems, analyzing problems, will be enhanced. So here is the problem. A force of magnitude 670 newtons is directed from point A, which is at negative 342 meters, to point B, 41 negative 3 meters. Resolve the force into its Cartesian components. Then determine its moment about point C, which is at 568 meters, and about axis CD, where point D is at negative 1, 3, 10 meters. So then what is the perpendicular distance between the force and point C? How about between the force and axis CD? So to help visualize the situation, we have to plot these points so that we can analyze. So first, the first point A, negative 3, 4, and forward 2 as shown. So negative 3, 4, 2, this is point A at negative 3, 4, 2. Then point B at 4, 1, negative 3. So 4 along X, 1 upward, then negative 3 backward as shown. So this is point B at 4, 1, negative 3. So the force is directed from point A to point B as shown. So that's the extension. Then the magnitude of F is 670. Therefore, from A to B, so we have to move backward 2, downward 4, rightward 3, rightward again 4. So rightward, the net rightward movement is 7, and rightward movement is positive. So 7i, then we go up 1. Earlier, we go down 4, then go up 1. So meaning the net vertical movement is downward, which is 3, so negative 3j. Then earlier, backward 2, then again backward 3. So that would be 5 meters backward, so minus 5k. So the direction AB therefore is 7i minus 3j minus 5k. The other way is terminal minus initial. So 4 minus negative 3 is 7, positive 7. So 1 minus 4 is negative 3. That's why negative 3j. Then negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. That's why we have negative 5k. So F therefore is magnitude. Then 7i minus 3j minus 5k, unit vector of the direction AB. So square root of 7 square plus 3 square plus 5 square. So we can now answer for f expressing it in Cartesian vector form. 514.8i minus 220.6j minus 367.7k newtons. Then after resolving it into Cartesian components, we determine its moment about C. So I'll present two ways per case because F may be at A and F may be at B. We have two ways to compute for moment of a force in space about a point. We can have the scalar approach and the vector approach. So I need you to master the scalar approach because it has sense and you can really appreciate the meaning of moment. Whereas if you just apply cross product, although I'll just use that for checking purposes, you cannot imagine that situation. It is simply a mathematical expression for moment about a point. So we have to locate point C first, which is at 5, 6, 8. So 5 rightward, 6 upward, 8 forward. So this is point C. And by scalar approach, we have to draw a box, and these points A and C here will be opposite to each other in a box. In other words, they are in opposite corners of a box, but we have to position them, which one is in front or above or to the right of the other. So AC, compare X, this is -3, this is 5, so meaning C is to the right of A. So I hope that you can follow. C is to the right of A. Then with regards to elevation, A is 4 meters, C is 6 meters, so C is above A by 2 meters. Earlier, C is to the right of A by 8 meters because this is -3, this is 5, so the distance between them is 8 meters, but C is to the right of A, so that's why C is to the right. C is above because this is 6 and that is only 4, above by 2. Then Uh, it is in front. C is in front of A because this is 8 and that is only 2. So the difference is 6. So let's draw a box with the dimensions. C is to the right of A, above of A, and in front of A, as I discuss it here, as I explain it here. So these are the local CX, CY, and CZ axis. And the dimension would be because we have this is 5 and that's -3. So along X, 8 meters. This is 8 meters. The point C is 2 meters above A because this is 6 and that is 4. So this is 2, this is 8, and C is in front of A by 6 meters. So 8 minus 2 is 6. So this is 6 meters as shown in the figure, and we put the components of the force, namely 514.8 to the right uh, at A. Then we have negative 220.6, so going down, and we have negative 367.7 going backward. So this is local X. Then applying right thumb rule, remember that the X component has no moment about the X axis, just the Y and the Z if they have distances from X axis through C. So applying right thumb rule, this is the positive sense. So 367.7 is positive because it is under it and going down. So if you position yourselves here, 367.7, the moment is counterclockwise about A. Try to imagine if you're here on this side. So counterclockwise, then because 220.6 is somewhere here, so it is clockwise. So it is 367.7 times 2 positive, then minus 220.6 times 6. That's MCX. 367.7 times 2, then minus, because CX is in front, so this is the curling of the four fingers, it's opposite to the positive sense, so minus 220.6 times 6. So computing, it is equal to negative 588.2 Newton meter. MCY, this is the positive sense, so don't include to 20.6, it has no moment. So this is the positive sense, so both 514.8 is opposite in sense, so minus, and 367.7 is also minus. So that is 367.7 times 8 negative, then negative 514.8 times 6. That's moment about CY. Negative 367, this is the positive sense, so it is opposite. So you look at the top and C is here. So clockwise for 367.7, clockwise also for 514.8. So that's why they are negative. So it is negative 6,030 Newton meter. Then finally, moment about CZ, that's the positive sense. Positive sense. So this 367.7 is not involved. So look at 514.8, it is positive. Obviously, it is counterclockwise about C, while 220.6 is also counterclockwise about C. So both are positive. So MCG is 220.6 times 8 plus 514.8 times 2, both counterclockwise, or apply right thumb rule, that's the positive sense. So 220.6 is positive times 8, then 514.8 times 2, that's also positive. Computing, it is 2794 Newton meter. So in vector form, M sub C is quantity negative 588.2 I, negative 6030 J, then positive 2794 K Newton meter. Then uh, next, we have to apply cross product. MC is R from point C to A. So RCA cross the force. So moment center to any point on the line of action of the force cross the force. It may also be, aside from RCA cross F, it may also be RCB cross F. So there are two, and I'll also present this only for this problem. So let's have RCA cross F first. So CA, C to A, so it should be negative 3 minus 5, negative 8. This is negative 8I. 4 minus 6, negative 2J. 2 minus 8, negative 6K. So negative 8, negative 2, negative 6, then components of the force, then unit vectors ijk, copy the elements of the first two columns. So for I, you look at this, negative 2 times negative 367.7, I positive. So that's positive, and you can find that here. Then minus negative 220.6 times negative 6, so that's positive. So minus positive 220.6 times 6. So it's the same as that. Therefore, we expect the same answer, negative 588.2 I. Then for J, as shown, so for J, we have negative 6 times 514.8 J. Can you find that? Which is this? Negative 514.8 times 6, which is the same as that. Then minus positive. So minus the positive, so it's still negative. So minus 367.8 times 8. So which is this? So minus, this is positive. So minus 367.7 times 8. So minus this positive value, which is the same. So you will get the same results. Then that's for J. Then for K, we have here positive, negative, negative. So positive 8 times 220.6, which is this. And minus this. So minus negative. So that's positive. Minus negative, so positive 514.8 times 2, which is the same as that. So 8 times 2, 20.6, positive, which is that. And plus, because that's negative of negative, 514.8 times 2. So we expect the same answer of quantity negative 588.2i minus 6030 J plus 2794 K newtons. So next, what if the components of forces are applied at B? So we again have to draw a box. Then let's uh, analyze, visualize which point is, we have to consider the relative position of these 2 points B and C. So with respect to X, that's only 4. This is 5. So that means C is again right of B. With respect to Y, this is 6 and that is only 1. So the difference is 5 meters. So that means C is above B. And this is 8 and that is negative 3. So the difference is 11. So C is in front. So it's still the same as this. B is here in the opposite corner. C is, remember, to the right by 1 meter. Uh, Above by 5 meters. And in front by 11 meters, where 11 is negative 3 and positive 8, that's 11. So that means we draw a box with this as 1, and this vertical is 5, and along along this edge, along the z-axis is 11, negative 3 and 8, that's 11 difference. So this is what I mean. This is C, and that's A there in the bottom left corner at the rear end. And the components of force and the dimensions are shown. So 1 meter, 11 meters as mentioned, then 5 meters. These are the components. So moment about Cx, again, x component of the force is not producing moment about Cx, so only 220.6 and 367.7. So based from the figure, the moment of 367.7 is positive 367.67 times 367.7 times 5. Then the moment of 220.6 is negative. So if you position here in the positive x direction, 367 is counterclockwise, while 220.6 is clockwise. So that's why we have 367 mcx is 367.7 times 5, then minus 220.6 times 11. And we'll get an answer of negative 588.1 Newton meter, which is practically the same as that. Then MCY, this is the y-axis, positive sense would be in that direction. We consider only 367 and 514.8. So moment of 367.7 is negative, as well as 514.8. If you look at the top view, both would be clockwise and clockwise about CY for these components. So MCY is negative 367.7 times 1, then negative 514.8 times 11. So simplifying, that's also negative 6,030 Newton meter, which is the same as that. Then MCG is positive in that sense. So don't mind 367.7. So 514.8. So if you look at this, both would be counterclockwise. So 514.8 times 5 positive, then 220.6 positive also counterclockwise about C. We are now in front, so we can easily visualize it. So MCZ is 220.6 times 1, then plus 514.8 times 5. So it is 2795 Newton meter, practically equal to 2794. It's a matter of rounding of values. So that's why M sub C is in vector form, quantity negative 588.1 I, negative 6030 J, plus 2795 K Newton meters. So that's it for this part. Let's continue this for the perpendicular distance between the force and point C, then the perpendicular distance between the axis of the force and axis CD, which we will compute also the moment about CD. Now, I will also present on the next slide the moment about C in vector form. This time we have R C B, because B is also a point on the line of action of F. So R C B cross the force as moment about C. So for the second approach, which is by cross product, as promised, RCB cross F. So that's the figure. So moment C is RCB cross F also, where CB is B minus C. So 4 minus 5. So RCB would be negative 1I, 1 minus 5, negative 5J, then negative 3 minus 8, negative 11K. So M sub C is quantity negative 1, negative 5, negative 11, component of force, then unit vectors, IJK, copy the elements of the first two columns. So for I, which is this, 5 times 367.7 positive, then minus this negative value to 20.6 times 11. And we'll get result. You just calculate using your calculator there. Then for J, we have negative 11 times 514.8 J, then minus positive 367.7 times 1 because that's positive. Then for K, we have positive also, negative negative to 20.6, then minus this negative, so plus 514.8 times 5. So the result would be this negative 588.1 I, negative 6030 J, and plus 2795 K Newton meter, which is the same as before. Then for moment about axis CD, remember the expression, it is R cross F dot the unit vector of the axis. So let's have moment C. By the way, moment at C is force times perpendicular distance to C. The magnitude of moment at C is, we simply use this, square root of 588.1 square plus 6030 square plus 2795 square equals magnitude of force 670 times perpendicular distance to point C. And perpendicular distance to point C is 9.959 meters. So for the moment of the force about axis CD. So let's locate D first, which is at uh, negative 1, 3, 10 as shown. So negative 1, 3, 10. So this is D. And we have moment about axis CD. This is CD. So let's just consider CD, not DC. So CD is C to D. So negative 1 minus 5, negative 6I, 3 minus 6, negative 3J, 10 minus 8, that's positive 2K. So moment CD or axis CD is RCA cross F, then the unit vector of CD. So RCA cross F, then the lambda of CD. I want you to present this. Another expression for RCD is R, it should be CB, RCB cross F, then the unit vector of CD. But I'll present this. There's another one, RCB cross F dot lambda CD, and I will leave that to you. CA is -3 minus 5, so -8 lambda of CD, negative CD, by the way, lambda of CD, so C to D, -1 minus 5, -6I, 3 minus 6, -3J, then 10 minus 8, +2K, divided by magnitude square root of 6 square, plus 3 square, plus 2 square. And since the denominator is 7, that's equal to -6I minus 3J plus 2K over 7. Then for RCA, as I said, C to A. So -3 minus 5, -8, then 4 minus 6, -2, 2 minus 8, -6, component of force, then the components of the unit vectors, -6 over 7, -3 over 7, and +2 over 7. So calculating -8, -2, 20.6 times 2 over 7, that's positive. This is negative, then this is positive again, then that would be uh, positive, negative, positive. So those are the values. Then minus quantity, negative, negative, negative. So minus quantity, negative, negative, negative. So these are the values. You just calculate this product of these diagonals. Those are the values. So MCD is equal to four significant figures, 3,887 Newton meter. So for the perpendicular distance between the line of action of the force and CD, let's have that on the next slide. So the moment about axis CD is 3,887 Newton meter from the preceding slides. And this is the explanation and analysis so that we can compute the perpendicular distance between F and this axis here. So we have here the axis CD in general. It may be an axis. And we have here the free vector of the axis so that we can find the angle between F and this axis here. I'll call it theta. And these are the additional drawings so that we can analyze it. So this is the component of F in the direction of the axis, which has no moment about this axis here. So only this component of F will have moment about this axis here, and that is moment on axis CD, which is equal to 3,887. So let's just make it always positive because we're computing for distance, purely distance. So the sign does not matter anymore. So this is F sine theta, this component here, and this is the perpendicular distance, which I consider 8 sub CD, which I label 8 sub CD. So that's F sine theta, that's the perpendicular distance. So therefore, the component of F which has moment about the axis is this component here, F sine theta times 8 sub CD, and we will equate that to M sub CD absolute value. So that's also perpendicular. So moment about the axis or moment about axis CD is this component of force F sine theta times 8 sub CD. Now, how do we compute the angle between F and this axis here? So of course, we have to obtain that product of their unit vectors. You can consider that product of the original vectors, but we can reduce them to that product of unit vectors. It's the same. So that is lambda of F, that lambda of axis equals cosine theta, because the expansion, remember, the magnitude of the unit vector of force is 1. The magnitude of the unit vector of axis is also 1. So 1 times 1 cosine of the angle between them is theta. So what is lambda of f? We already expressed f in vector form earlier. The magnitude is 670. So we just divide this vector form or Cartesian form by 670. So lambda of CD, on the other hand, is negative 6i, negative 3j, plus 2k over 7 from the preceding slides, while lambda of f, unit vector of f, is this force here divided by magnitude 670. So we obtain the dot product. So quantity 514.8i minus 220.6j minus 367.7k over 670. That quantity negative 6i minus 3j plus 2k over 7. Remember that in that product, we only obtain the sum of product of corresponding components. That is 514.8 times negative 6, then plus negative 220.6 times negative 3, plus negative 367.7 times positive 2 divided by quantity 670 over 7. So that's a magnitude on the right side. So cosine theta, scalar value on the right side. So negative 118 over 175. The negative sign indicates that the angle theta is more than 90 degrees. So inverse cosine, so that is 132.4 degrees. So it doesn't matter if the angle is obtuse or acute, because remember this component of force F sine theta, whether acute or obtuse, the acute equivalent of this angle is 180 minus 132.4. That's 47.6 degrees. So remember that sine of theta and sine of its supplement are equal. Sine theta and sine of its supplement are equal. I already explained that in so many ways, and I also proved that in the preliminary part, especially in trigonometry, where I derive formulas there. So substitute into this formula here. 3887 equals 670 sine of 132.4 degrees times perpendicular distance to axis CD. So 8CD can now be computed, and it is equal to 7.856 meters. So that's it for this lengthy video.